fuck it, I'm a parlay. Now I'm looking for the right hoe, I'm a slave. Just hit me a lick, finna blow a check. Got stacks on me, booms on deck. Finna slide through the strip club and make a mess. I don't want that hoe, I want that bitch. Just hit me a lick, finna blow a check. Got stacks on me, goons on deck. Finna slide through the strip club and make a mess. I don't want that hoe, I want that bitch. So all my money gone, nigga, fuck it, I'ma hang. If she bad, if she fucking, I blow change. Ain't got to, I can fuck out my name. Tryna fuck something, got time to run game. Tell holla mama act that she fuck lame. When I'm throwing my paper, nigga, I own aim. Gon' let her play with me, shit, I want the real thing. Slip and fall on all this money, I'm to blame. If she sweet, she gon' fuck around and get trained. VSOP got me off the chain. Ain't no cuffing going on these whole fat game. Got stacks of this shit, no chump chain. Just hit me a lick, finna blow a check. Got stacks on me, booms on deck. Finna slide through the strip club and make a mess. I don't want that hoe, I want that bitch. Just hit me a lick, finna blow a check. Got stacks on me, goons on deck. Finna slide through the strip club and make a mess. I don't want that hoe, I want that bitch. Ran across me a lick, so it's time ball. First thing I did, grab my dog. Fuck being on the block, put it on pause. First thing I holler, take me to the mall. Fuck what you talking about, try to blow it out. Spend some on the hoe, some on my dog. Nigga told me before you walk, got crowd. Now this lick out of the hit, got me standing tall. One round before I got it, fuck all y'all. Just grab me some diamonds, no flaw. Got a rule over here, nigga, not smile. Want that bitch right there, nigga, no draw. Just hit me a lick, finna blow a check. Got stacks on me, booms on deck. Finna slide through the strip club and make a mess. I don't want that hoe, I want that bitch. Just hit me a lick, finna blow a check. Got stacks on me, goons on deck. Finna slide through the strip club and make a mess. I don't want that hoe, I want that bitch.
Two-step in a box,
Yeah, G.
1-2 step 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 in a box,
Yeah, Jiggy.
Yeah, wait, she on my body, she wanna get mixy. Like, fuck that babe, move sussy. I feel like Wayne, I need me a million. Like, fuck that babe, get busy. Shawty a treat, but she really can't trick me. I'm funny like Winnie, we run the city. Got hoes out in Jersey, got hoes out in Philly, got hoes in Korea. Like Tisa, I'm silly. Bobby, I need me a Whitney. I'm in the section, the baddies here with me. I drink too much liquor, I'm way more than tips. I'm always in Philly, got hoes in the bitty. Niggas be capping, they carry no situ. I'ma still be that nigga by 50. Loving bitches, that's where it get tricky. I can't love on these hoes, I be busy. My life is not regular, Mordecai Rigby. Believe it or not, I got hot called Ripley's. I'm wearing a rubber, I won't hit it icky. I bust on the face, now the city is sticky. Damn, get jiggy. 1-2 step in a box, get jiggy. Damn, get jiggy. 1-2 step in a box, get jiggy. I bet, nigga, I'm different, I'm not like the rest. I was a rookie, but now I'm a vet. Ask about beaches, I do cook correct. Say I'm just shit, better talk with your chest. Thugger came home, I'm not paying for sex. In Jersey and New York, I feel like a net. This ain't no parlay, I hit like a bet. Y'all counted me out, I can never forget. Like what? I'm not the 3 or the 2, I'm the what? BBL booty, I pay for her butt. So whatever she make, I'm gonna need me a cut. Shawty like Cardi, it's up and it's stuck. Hit from the back, I might go to the front. She got a booty, I'm rubbing her butt. Like, baby girl, I wanna fuck. Like, get jiggy. 1-2 step in a box.
Get jiggy.
1-2 step in a box.
Get jiggy.
1-2 step in a box.
Get jiggy.
1-2 step in a box.
Get jiggy.
1-2 step in a box.
Get jiggy.
1-2 step in a box.
Get jiggy. Oh man.
Yeah, wait. Like.
Hey, how's it going? It's Kai here, bringing you back another video. This is the Status Effect God PvP build for the Update 46 and Update 47 patch. This is a base Arcanist, so I hope you all enjoy. A couple things before we get started. Number one is that I call this an Update 47 build because they reverted all the changes for Storm Calling. So unless they make something else drastic, this build should be just fine for next patch in about a month and a half, 2 months-ish for console. Second thing is I know I've already shown a lot of people this build. This build is already in my Discord and been in there for a little bit. So please join the Discord. You'll get early access to builds. You'll get announcements when I post. We're almost at 500 members as well. So you'll have a ton of people that you can chat with, theorycraft builds with, and overall just have a good time. However, I wanted to really make a video on this because quite a few people have asked me to explain a little bit of my reasoning behind how I made this build, how I created it. And so this video will be a little different than my past build videos, where I don't focus on the build as much, and I kind of talk a little bit about my theory crafting and my ideas and just kind of my reasoning and things like that. I also have 2 other PvP videos showcasing this build. One in Battlegrounds and then more open world footage. I'll put those in the description, so check those out as well. And last but not least, before we get started, is my name has changed again. I don't even want to talk about this very much. It's just me being weird. Kai just wasn't sticking. Everyone knows me as Kai. Kai Leo, Kai Sage, Kai Agami. All my names have had Kai in it, so we're just going to go by that. So call me Kai from now on. End of story. No more name changes. Now let's go ahead and hop into the build. On the front bar, we're running Essence Thief. If you don't know what this does, this just puts that green pool on the ground that you saw in the gameplay. You get health, stamina, and 10% damage. This is just a really good set right now, and honestly, it's pretty meta, but it is what it is. We're running double maces. Feel free to run double axes, 1 axe, 1 mace. I just like the pen because there's a lot of really high resistance builds this patch. We're running charged on the offhand. We're running double dot poisons. This is going to be really important for us to get the poison status effect. Back bar, we're running Rallying Cry, defending with a weapon damage glyph. This is just going to give us a ton of crit resist. There is a ton of crit damage this patch, so Rallying Cry pretty much can't come off. I'm sorry, it is what it is. I know this isn't the most unique build, but I'm going to run what works. So we're running Marsalok for the headpiece and the monster helm. This just gives a nasty dot depending on how many negative effects the enemies have. And on this build, you can put a ton of negative effects. It's important to note as well, negative effects are not status effects. So keep that in mind when you're running this. So everything, even tentacle, the little extra, effect it puts on someone counts. So you can stack those very quickly on this. On the chest, we're just running the Gallant Chain, the one-piece trainee. I'll have an overview on all this stuff, so if I go too fast, feel free to just stop it or wait till the overview section. For the jewelry, we're running all infused, and I'm running a mag recovery glyph here. You need to run this, I promise. You will thank me later. If you try to run all weapon damage, you will be hurting. Put this on. We're running 2 weapon damage glyphs, and we're running Monomyth Reforged. Now, this is why everybody's calling the game pay to win right now, because this mythic is just busted. Major Force, Minor Berserk on the front bar, and then Major Protection and Minor Vitality on the back bar. If you don't want to run this, because you don't want to pay for the Season Pass, which is very understandable, by the way, feel free to run Markin or Death Dealers. I will tell you now, and I'm sorry to tell you this, but you will lose a lot of tankiness and a lot of damage if you don't run this. I know it sucks, and I know this is very, very pay to win, but I'm just going to keep it honest with you. So keep that in mind if you choose not to run this mythic. Let's go to the character sheet. So we're running 4 points Magicka, 36 points health, 24 points stam. We're running the Serpent, Smoked Bear Haunch for the food, and we're Werewolf, which I'll show you a little bit more of why we do that when we get to the skills. I'll top into those skills. We're running Bloody Knife. This is our spammable. This is the scribing dual wield skill. We're running Bleed, Crux, Class Mastery, if you will, and Major Savagery. I'll talk a little bit more about this later, but this is why you need to be a base Arcanist for this build, because you'd need that Class Mastery for this skill here, Tentacle. The second skill is Rending Slashes. This is your flex spot. You can run something different here if you'd like, especially if you don't want to run Bloody Knife and you want to run the Escalating Rune Blades. You can put your crit passive here. So that's another option for you. We're running Tentacle. This is OP, does big damage when you consume Crux. We're running Blast Bones, Streak, Thrive in Chaos. This is the dual wield ultimate. If you don't want to run this because you're fighting a lot of Restoring Light builds, it's just getting cleansed right off, which it can be. Run Dawnbreaker. But if you're going to run Dawnbreaker, I suggest you go Balorgs over Marsalok. So, on the back bar, we're running Elisus. This is self-explanatory. This is how you keep your status effects up. Hurricane. Healing Soul. This is a Scribing Heal. We're running Heal, Class Mastery, and Major Vitality. Running Vigor. This is the Arcanist Major Sorcery, Major Brutality buff. Recuperative. And then Werewolf. If you don't want to be a Werewolf, you want to be Vamp, or you just don't want to run this back bar, you can run Temporal Guard. The reason why I run Werewolf is for the 15% stam recovery on the back bar. It may not seem like much, but there's not really a lot of good ults to run anyway. So this one's fine, and it works for me. And I really like having high sustain. So let's go into the champion point. So we're running Force of Nature, Master at Arms, Ironclad, and Resilience. This is the most important CP. These two, Force of Nature and Resilience. If you want to run more crit, feel free to take this off and run Fighting Finesse. Orange Tree, run Celerity or Red Tree, whatever color you want to call this. Survival Instincts, Pain's Refuge, Sustained by Suffering. Now I'll show you an overview so you can see everything. So feel free to screenshot here. Feel free to pause the video. This is the screenshot that's in my Discord as well. So just join the Discord and you'll be able to see this whenever you want. But this is kind of what everything looks like. Obviously, all this is unbuffed. So, you know, take this for what you will. And so now I'll talk a little bit about how I came up with this build. So it's pretty easy and simple, actually. It's not like some long, elaborate story. It really came from this passive right here. So as I started creating base Arcanist builds, it always felt like there was something better for the third skill line. For example, when you would run Stormcalling and Assassination, I was always thinking to myself, why don't I have Animal Companions on? Like, the Herald of the Tome line doesn't do anything better than the Animal Companions line, or the Assassination line, or the Adric Spear line, whatever, right? So how could I make Herald of the Tome? Because Soldier is an okay line, but it's very defensive, and it's hard to work with. And Curative Reforms is just garbage. So Herald of the Tome was my only option. So let's get that out of the way. And so as I mentioned, I started thinking about what can this line actually do better than other lines, which is when I saw this. This is the only passive in the game that buffs all your status effects. That is in a class line. So we have Winter's Embrace that buffs cold damage and cold status effect, chilled, which is great. We have Ardent Flame that buffs flame and flame status effect, great. Nothing buffs all of them except for this one. So I was like, okay. And then the status effect chance also by 55%. And now I know there are sets that you can run that kind of help, you know, like a Serpent Sustain that make your status effects longer. But I didn't need any of that. I needed sustain and defense. And let the status effects do their own damage. Because with this, you actually don't need a set that buffs your status effects. This is enough. As you saw by the gameplay, I hit crazy hard. So that's kind of what made me even start thinking about it. And then I just figured out how do I get all the status effects? Gravelord with the disease, that's, you know, disease status effect. You see it right there. This was an obvious one. And plus, Necromancer was my main on my Kai Sage account. You know, I'm on a new account because my Kai Sage account got sent to the Shadow Realm. So, and then I also main Stamsork. And now I main Arcanist. So it's one of those things where it was really cool because I got to use all of my mains, essentially. So why did I pick Stormcalling? as I mentioned, Stamsork was my main, and I really wanted to play a Stamsork-like class. I know this is a meta pick. This isn't some big brain play that I picked this, but I really did pick it because I wanted a status effect build to be Stamsork-like. Because as we know, a lot of the most AIDS proc builds in the entire history of ESO have been Stamsorks. So that's what made this obvious. Then when you factor in, you know, Hurricane being a dot and then Streak with the unblockable stun, it becomes a pretty clear choice and clear winner there. Now, Gravelord was interesting because I actually picked it because of this passive here, which is increased dot damage by 10%. I know they nerfed this, but it still is really, really good. And having, you know, Major Defile is just really nice on top of that. You're also getting a lot of pen. You're getting critical strike chance against enemies under 20% health or under 33% health. And so that makes finishing people even easier, which sometimes this build can struggle with. Because, you know, Tentacle technically is an execute, but we all know it doesn't really work like that. You might not have Crux or whatever when it's time to finish someone off. So that's just kind of that. But that's really what went into it. And it really came from, how can I make this Herald of the Tome line do something better than another class line? And this, and the status effect stuff, was all I found. Now, maybe there's some better way, but this was just kind of what I came up with. So, you know, take that as you will. I chose dual wield just for the simple fact that it's a clear winner. It does the most damage over like a 2H or whatever. So that's not, you know, really too tough to explain. And then Ice Staff is for Elisus. I mean, you could, you know, try Sword and Board with a build like this, but if you don't have Elisus, you're kind of really running this for no reason. So yeah, that's a little bit about kind of what, you know, my thought process was when making the build. I hope it was interesting to you. If you'd like me to do this more, let me know. If you have any questions for me, put it in the comments, but I will respond faster in the Discord. I'm just letting you know that now. And so, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this Arcanist Status Effect God build. If you know, have any questions for me, like I said, just let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.